And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of our Star of the Game program here at the Epifano McDonald's in Jeffersonville, along with Nick Epifano, Mr. McDonald himself of Fayette County, and also Greenview, as we are underway with the Miami Trace Star of the Game show.
Show number two.
Show number two. We just completed our Washington Courthouse Star of the Game program and went very, very well. And now we are going to be talking to the young people from Miami Trace and some coaches as well. So we hope you enjoy the next hour plus of our program. We have mentioned before when we do these segments so much that you are so thankful for your employees, because they're the ones that got to put up the hard work.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we couldn't do it without them.
Right.
I mean, every day, the early mornings, late hours, everything they do to take care of the customers, and it was really relevant when we just went through this Grinch meal.
Yeah.
Okay, and the astounding sales and all the customers that came through, and it wasn't just our McDonald's; it was completely nationwide. It was a huge success. Matter of fact, it was supposed to be a multi-week promotion, and it ended in 5 days.
Jeez.
So, but they went through a lot of that, and a lot of people think it's really easy to do our jobs.
Customer service.
Yeah. Well, it's customer service, but it's a lot of customers in a day's time. There's a lot of things going on. Just to run the register in one of our restaurants takes a skill set that some people just can't do. I mean, it's very difficult, and even in the kitchen, all the stuff that they've got to cook and stuff like that. So we're very grateful for all our employees, all our crew and managers that make us a success every day. And then like we always say, we're so thankful for all the customers that come through every day and let us do things like today. I mean, what a fun day to do this. Anytime we can be able to celebrate the success of the young folks in our community, it's always a blessing for us to be able to do that. It's been one of your and I's goals from way back when I first met you buying your radio advertising back in the day. It's a lot nicer now. We got a set to do it on. We can see the people. But, we started out in prehistoric times where it was just radio. And it was still a cool thing, if you remember, people getting on there talking on the radio. And
we had to fight the Marty antenna.
Yeah, oh my gosh, you had this thing, if you touched it, it would electrocute you. You had to watch out. But, so just blessed to be able to be doing this for, going on 26 years now. The different things that we've got to do, got to work with this guy all this time, been a blessing. And we're just grateful to do that because, we get to be stewards of, what's happening in the community with some of your children, and we appreciate you letting us do that. And what a great group of folks we have today on both shows. You're going to see some kids that are going to be talking about, their futures and some of the great things that they're doing, and it's really neat to be a part of this and to celebrate this success, and also to kind of document this because, we always talk, that we want to make a memory for somebody. And hopefully this is something they'll be able to save and look at, 20 years from now and say, wow, I mean, I can't believe how much has changed.
Yeah. When we look at the opportunities here, we want to continue to emphasize, and I know we run a lot of employment ads with you guys. Maybe folks are out there looking, maybe part-time, maybe want to get into management or something like that. We want to encourage them to go to the Epifano Sports Network page, Facebook page, and they can apply and fill out application, and hopefully
NickHire.com is one easy way to do it also, that you can go online and apply, and it can give you a great opportunity if you're in college and you need flexible schedule, or in high school. Works out great for that. We've got a lot of sports athletes that work for us that they have a pretty modified schedule in order to be able to take care of all their practices and those kind of things. We have senior citizens that work so many hours a day that works out for them. So really, McDonald's has a place pretty much for anyone if they're looking for that type of work. And just like myself, I started out as a crew person 44 years ago, I think, or something like that. There's plenty of opportunities if you if this is for you. Mm-hmm. And we're always looking for great people.
Okay, the holidays are coming up, and that's, of course, one of the things is that when you think of McDonald's, hopefully you're thinking about gift cards.
We have them. We have plenty of gift cards for you, and just come in and we can take care of you. We're open. The Leesburg Avenue restaurant's open 24 hours. So if you're out shopping late, or like we said in the previous show, we get this snow. A lot of these snowplow drivers will be out tonight, and we'll be open there for you to come through and get a hot coffee and a sandwich or something like that, 24 hours. And then the other restaurants are open normal hours, except for Christmas Eve we close early, and Christmas Day we're closed.
All right. And, of course, another thing that we want to emphasize as well is that, you can DoorDash, right?
Absolutely, especially on a snowy day. We see that happening a lot, where we do a lot of DoorDash orders on a snowy day. So you can DoorDash, you can Uber, you can also use your app, you can mobile order. So if you're out running around, you don't even want to get out of your car, you can place an order, pull up in a parking spot, we'll run it out to you, or you can come through the drive-through. Just about any way you want to order or get your food, we can pretty much take care of that. And also, if you use our app, you can sign up for rewards points and those kind of things to get free food and discounts and all kinds of stuff there. So,
all right. So, anything else going on?
McRib's here for I don't know how much longer, but
Yep.
we have it right now. So it's a fan favorite for a lot of folks.
Right.
Holiday pies, we have that. And then just one other thing we kind of alluded to earlier, maybe Randy can touch on a little bit, but we do have the holiday tournament that's going to be starting, I believe, the 26th.
26th through the 30th.
Yeah, so maybe Randy can give you an update on that, but we're proud to be a sponsor of that over many years, and proud to do it again.
17th year that McDonald's will be sponsoring it. Raised now over $80,000 for the area schools. Washington Courthouse is back in the league, back in the tournament this year. There'll be reserve tournaments at Washington Courthouse and London. Girls, I believe, is at Courthouse on Friday the 26th. Boys will be at London on Saturday. And then they will have the consolation for the boys on the 30th. Now, the girls is going to be a little different. Greenview does not have a reserve team, girls reserve team, so Miami Trace has got, I think Aaron told me last night, 14 players. So he said, let's give all the girls a chance to play. So they're going to split the reserve teams. So basically what it is, like Team A will play Courthouse on Friday, and then Monday they'll play Miami Trace. Yeah. So they'll play against each other. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
And then we'll verse it on the other. Again, I'll put all the schedules and all that stuff as we get closer to it. But again, the money raised helps go toward the sponsorship of the tournament. And of course, 2 of the schools each year get the $2,000 uniform stipend. So that has helped, as we mentioned, over $80,000 over the years. Also, don't forget, as we mentioned before, there's band boosters, athletic boosters that will be running concession stands, so you can help those folks out as well. Ticket prices are very, very simple. Again, we'll mention all that stuff when we do our write-up here, probably the week of Christmas. But take advantage of that. It's a good way to stay local. You got 4 schools are all in the area, so it'll make it nice, and so we hope that you folks will take advantage of that as well. And of course, the Epifano Sports Network will be offering coverage of the Consolation and Championship games on Monday night. We'll do Greenview and the girls tournament, and on Tuesday night, the boys tournament, Consolation and Championship. So we'll be doing that, and of course, this phone, I don't know why it's doing that. I shut it off. But I guess I'm really going to have to shut it off. But anyway, we'll be covering and posting results and stuff on the Epifano Sports Network page of the tournaments.
And it's truly a great way for us to partner. Like one of the things we always say is, when you spend your money in my restaurants, we're going to give a portion of that back. And this is one of the ways that we're able to do that. And you've helped us raise, in the 17 years since we've been doing it, we've raised over $80,000 for them to use for uniforms and school, supply things that they need. So, it's a great way to give back to the community together. We appreciate being able to do that with you. So grateful for all the great employees and managers that I have that enable us to do that also. So what a great time to be able to do that. We're happy to see Courthouse back in it, and we're excited. And for a lot of folks that maybe come home for the holidays, it's a great time to maybe see some folks you haven't got to see for a long time at some of these games, and be able to drive around and see some great basketball. And it also helps all these schools. So we're just blessed, again, to be a part of it. We thank you for letting us do that. And, a lot of times people think, well, McDonald's isn't local. Yeah, we are. There's about 2,000 of us franchisees in the country. And, we're local. I live here. I spend my money here, and we give back here. And, we are a local business, even though we have a franchisee through McDonald's. We are a local business here, and we're proud to be a part of Fayette and Greene counties.
And one of the things that they're going to do is they help sponsor the Star of the Game, which is, of course, we broadcast on WCHC ball games, Fayette County Youth Sports, and after each of the broadcasts, whether it's basketball, football, soccer, volleyball, whatever, we pick a star of the game, and then those young people come up here to McDonald's after the season's over with, and we give them a nice plaque, kind of give them something that they can hold on to for their honors, and also get a chance to interview them. And some of them are pretty good interviews.
Yeah,
It'll be interesting. I've already learned something today from Courthouse already. But we might find out some more stuff from Miami Trace, which we're going to do when we get started. We'll be talking to our first star of the game, volleyball. Lauren Guest will be our first guest, and we'll do that right after this here on the Epifano Sports Network. All right, we're back here. With us right now is Lauren Guest, who, of course, is our first selection for the Star of the Game. She was the Star of the Game for the Waverly contest back on September the 4th. I'm looking at some of your stats here, and overall, you had a pretty good season. You were one among the top players in the league in volleyball and stuff like that. Overall, how did you feel you guys' season went?
I think it went well. I mean, we fell short against Chillicothe in that last game, so we had to share that FAC title.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
It was a hard fight, and we'll get them next year. But I think the season went well. So.
You're a junior, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you will have another year to come back. The thing I think that one of the things that struck me this year was 13 of your 24 games were on the road.
Yes.
Which is unbelievable, because I was trying to figure out when I was going to be able to broadcast your games and stuff, and you was always on the road.
Yeah.
And so you played some games at was it Circleville?
Yes, we had a tournament there.
And then you played was it Marietta or River Valley? You played.
Marietta, I think.
It was Marietta.
Yeah.
And then of course you guys turned around and went on the road for 2 games. So Coach Mace had to kind of keep you happy. What's it like riding on a bus? Going to these away games, or can you talk about that stuff?
I mean, for me, I just try to relax. I bring my blanket, and I just listen to music, calm myself down. It's a long ride, so you gotta relax.
So you guys kind of have to you're all in you're mentally in your own zone and stuff like that.
Yes.
When you look at your stats and stuff like that, you're one of the top players in kills and blocks and stuff like that. What were some of the things that you tried to work on during the off season? Was those the areas that you really wanted to concentrate on, or was there other areas?
Yeah, I wanted to obviously work on my hitting, keep getting strong with that. But I passed a lot this year, and for our team, so I wanted to work on that a lot because I needed to fill that position and step in and work on my passing.
Did you change kind of roles this year?
Yeah, I changed from a middle blocker to an outside hitter, and I also played back row.
Okay.
Left back. So.
Now, of course, you had the chance to play with Butts during for 4 years and stuff like that. So you guys have kind of picked that up a little bit as the team. She's doing her thing now.
Yeah.
What were some of the roles that Coach Mace wanted you upperclassmen, you and Lauren and stuff like that, to fill with her and some of the other seniors that graduated?
Yeah, so as going in as a freshman, Addie was a big leader to me.
Yeah.
So I picked a lot of things from what Addie would do, her hitting, her just leadership. She's very strong emotionally on the court, so and with her teammates. So tried to pick that up and support each other.
Now, of course, during the off season, what do you do?
Yeah, club volleyball. So yeah.
Well, of course.
Yeah. Keep playing volleyball, and I'm at Alita down in Athens with Kylie Hazel. So
Really?
our setter, yeah.
Okay, so
It'll be fun.
see, what is it, AAU or just?
Yeah, it's like a AAU. It's called club, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you already started, or you go after first of the year? Or
Yeah, we started practicing, and then we'll start tournaments up in January to June. So we're busy.
So where do you guys travel to?
Indiana, we travel.
Oh, you're all over the place.
All over the place.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You really must love the game.
Yes, it's fun.
Even though you're only a junior, have you started thinking about maybe what your future holds?
Yeah, I think about it a lot. I'm definitely open to it. I want to play college volleyball. So,
Okay.
Yeah, just keep reaching out and just keep playing to get those highlights. And
You got some girls that have gone on from high school to college and stuff like that. Do you kind of pick their brain a little bit, or have you started yet, or?
yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like she's not going to want to tell us because she's trying to keep a secret or something. I don't know, but anyway. Well, congratulations. You had a great season. Again, you were picked for the star of the game against Waverly. Wish you best during the off season with your volleyball, and look forward to doing some games with you next year, okay? All right, we'll be back. We'll talk to Lauren Ferens right after this here on the Epifano Sports Network. We call them the Sisters Lauren. We had Lauren Guest, now we got Lauren Ferens with us right now. Lauren won 2 awards this year, Star of the Games, against McLean and also against Athens in the playoffs. That's quite an unusual thing, won it twice. I think Allie Butts won it twice or 3 times in one season. Of course, she's one of those.
Yeah. I didn't even know I got it the second time.
Really? Okay, well, you got 2 awards there. So congratulations on that. You're a senior, of course, so this year, what were some of the expectations you had for your team?
Really, the expectations going into our season, we knew we had a young team, so it was really just building up a team to leave behind, making sure we're getting people on the court that are younger, the confidence, and the overall ball knowledge on the court that they need.
Of course, you've had a couple years now under Coach Mace and stuff like that, so that kind of helps a little bit when you have the same coach year after year and stuff. What were some of the expectations, though, that he had for you?
I think really just to be a leader on the court. The past, my sophomore, junior year, he kind of depended on me a little bit for making an impact on the court on our mental side and not just the playing. So really making sure we bonded as a team, we got along, any problems off the court got figured out before our games, and making sure we were all in the right headspace for each game and just focused in on the season.
What were some of the areas that you were proud of in the game? Because you're among the leaders in some of the different categories and stuff that the FAC website has. And, I looked at, okay, there she is, there she is, there she is. Was there certain things that you thought you did very, very well?
I think throughout the season it definitely changed. At the beginning of the season, my hitting was down, but my passing was up. But as my passing went down, my hitting went up. So at the end of the season, I was really impressed by my hitting throughout our tournament play. And at the beginning of our season, my serve receive is definitely my strong suit, and then my serving, making sure it's consistent the entire season.
You guys, as I was telling Lauren, you guys played 13 of your 24 games on the road this year. It made it hard for me to try to figure out a game for you to do. But you guys end up really kind of became road warriors a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. Last season, we had a pretty solid schedule. We had all 24, I think, games.
Yeah.
And it was an even mix, and we ended up only losing one of those games. So this year, we're like, hey, we probably need a stronger schedule. Let's try to get out a little bit. So we ended up going to, I think it's called Riverview. That was like 2 hours away. And obviously, like, our Circleville tournament's a solid 45 minutes to an hour away from us. So getting out was good for us.
And the thing is the schedule was so tough that you guys play some really good state-ranked teams and stuff. You still finished 17-7. I mean, I know the Chillicothe game still kind of like, you know,
Yeah.
40-some game winning streak that you guys had and stuff. Have you had a chance maybe to at least think about it just a little bit?
The Chillicothe game?
No.
Oh.
The win streak.
Oh, the win
We're trying to
streak,
stay positive here, Lauren, okay? We don't want to think of the negative stuff here.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just really being proud of our team, being able to go to those, like, far games and play strong competition. At our Circleville tournament, we played Bishop Hartley. And after that game, our next practice, Coach came up to me. We ended up winning that game. Coach came up to me. He's like, that might be the best I've ever seen one of my Miami Trace teams play.
Wow.
And that really had an impact, like, going through out the rest of the season. I'm like, that's what I want our team to be like. That's what I want our team to be known for.
Good. You play basketball.
I am, yeah.
New coach.
Yeah.
You're coming off the bench a little bit more
Yeah.
so far. And I'm saying, you know, every coach has their different philosophies and stuff like that. What are you trying to learn under Coach Smallwood?
Well, I'm really there to, like, just be a part of the team sport. I haven't played since, like, 8th grade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I knew Smallwood was coaching, and obviously he's in our school building, and he's a great guy. We all love being in his classroom, just being around him, talking to him. So just having that fun aspect, but also staying focused going into our season. We really want to do strong in our league because we have a lot of hope that we can.
Be competitive.
Yeah.
You're kind of lucky you have two good coaches that you get to be under and stuff like that. That's good. Off season, well, I should say after basketball, you don't play spring sports, do you?
I've been thinking about doing some track too.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
I did my sophomore year.
You're the second one that's said that they're thinking about maybe track this year. And, you know, like say, you're a senior, you know, you don't want always go and graduate and then look,
Yeah.
man, I wish I'd tried that.
Yeah.
I should have tried that. So, good. I hope that works for you. What's your future plans?
I do want to go to a 4-year school. I'm undecided on that. Also undecided if I want to play volleyball in college or not. But
Okay.
I guess we'll get there.
Okay. Well, congratulations. You were a double winner on our Star of the Games against Greenfield and against also Athens in the tournament play. Lauren Ferentz joined us here on our program. We'll take a break and we'll talk to Ms. Ackley right after this here on the Epifano Sports Network. All right, Keone?
Yes.
Ackley.
Yes.
I always had trouble pronouncing that, so I'm glad I got it right. Now if I can just remember the next year you play. Keone, junior?
Sophomore.
Oh, you got 2 more years.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking forward to it?
I'm really excited.
When you look at your team this year, I know I asked the other 2 girls, I don't want to become monotonous here, but 13 of your 24 games were on the road and stuff. So you guys became the road warriors. What are some of the things that you tried to do when you was on the bus and stuff like that?
Honestly, just not messing around, just trying our best to lock in, no matter how far away it was, even if it was just a courthouse. Just not getting distracted.
Did you play music, talk
Yeah.
to the girls?
Yeah, it was mainly we just bonded together as a team.
Well, that's good. That's good. You guys finished 17-7 overall. What was the role that Coach Mace wanted you to fulfill this year?
Just be a leader on the court, make sure everyone knows what's going on all the time, and be there for everyone. Just be a team player.
What was the positive things that you were able to do stat-wise? I mean, did you do good kills, assists?
Digs and
Digs?
serve receive. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You did well on that as well. Did you get a chance to serve as much?
Yes, I did. It was good. I mean, it could have been a little better, but I'm not too mad about it.
As a sophomore, I know that, as well as anything, it's everything's experience. You got to continue to improve and stuff like that. As the season progressed and stuff, where did you see some growth in your game?
Definitely in communication and just court awareness. I feel like the more I played, the more I got aware of where I needed to be and where my teammates would be and things like that.
You had some veteran players on the team. You had still some underclassmen and stuff like that. As you look at your team, though, it was a good mix. Did that put more of a leadership role on you, or do you feel, I'll help where I can, but I'm going to still learn?
I feel like at times both. I feel like I'm used to playing with older people, so it's kind of like you have to be a leader, but also it was experience-wise, everyone was helping everyone was there for everyone, just.
How much experience did you have in volleyball? Did you play junior high ball, or?
Yes, I played volleyball since I was in 5th grade.
5th grade? All right. What roles did you fulfill in the junior high level?
I played every position.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if Coach Mace says, I want you playing this or playing that, you got it down pat, right?
Yep.
All right. What kind of coach is Coach Mace?
He's a great coach. I mean, you couldn't really ask for any better. He's there on and off the court, no matter what you need.
Well, the thing is, you look at his experience and stuff like that, he's got a lot of knowledge up there and stuff, and he can help you improve as well. Well, you was the star of the game against Washington Courthouse, and even though you guys beat them 3-0, I don't care what it is, you can throw the records out, because when you play your county rival, you always kind of got that little extra push, don't you?
Yeah.
And you stood out in that game as well, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
All right, any winter or spring sports you're looking at?
I play softball, yes.
Okay, that's right. Okay. I got spring sports so far away, I keep forgetting stuff. You played shortstop?
Yes.
All right, well, at least I remember that part, okay? Softball, you'll have another season under the coach, I forget his name.
Wallace.
Wallace, yeah. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's all right. I didn't know Coach died there for a few minutes. That's how bad things are. So you're going to get another coach that's got some experience and stuff that will help you as well. Now, during this winter season, what are you working on anything?
Yes, I play club volleyball.
All right. So you're one of these volleyball junkies, huh?
Yes.
Do you play on a AAU team, or?
Yes.
Where do you play?
They're based out of Chillicothe.
Chillicothe. Okay. So you're not going to Athens like.
No.
Okay, like Lauren is and stuff. All right. Well, congratulations, star of the game. I believe I had you down in that contest. You had 14 total serves, 3 aces, 11 digs, had an ace serve, so did pretty good, young lady.
Thank you.
So congratulations on that. Good luck during the volleyball season, and look forward to seeing you during softball, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Keone Ackley with us here on the Star of the Games. We're going to change sports. We're going to go to girls soccer right after this here on the Epifano Sports Network. star of the game against Miami Trace. Another great season for you guys.
Yeah.
13 wins. I think one more than last year, something like that.
Something like that. I don't know.
Okay. All you know is just put me out on the field and let me play, Coach. Right?
Yeah.
Look at your stats and stuff like that. You were first team all league, first team all district. In other words, you're pretty good.
I guess so.
Humble too. Looking at your season though, overall, how do you feel you did personally, and where do you feel you fit in with other members of your team?
I think I did pretty good. I broke my record from last year, my single season goal record, and then with the team, we have a lot of good players. So we're all just competing with each other really and playing together.
I'll say the girls program the last couple of years has really improved and stuff, and you got a new coach this year, Coach Webster. Of course, he was an assistant, I believe, before, and so he helped Coach Tolbert coach the team. So I'm sure he had little tweaks that he did, but overall, you probably had the same structure offensively and defensively as you've had in the past.
Yeah.
When you look at your team, as I mentioned, you guys won 13 games. You were 13-5-1, 6-3-1 in the league. You had 31 goals. What was your old record?
22. I ended the season with 33. I had
33 goals, okay.
in a tournament game.
Okay, yeah, I took it off the league site.
yeah.
So 33 goals. I had 9 assists. Is that right?
9 assists.
Okay, so that gives you what? 2 more goals, 75 points. Was it 2 points for goals, 1 for assist?
I don't know.
She just wants to kick the ball. That's all she cares about. She don't care about stats. Goal's a goal. I scored. That's the main thing. So now what do you do during the off season?
I run indoor track and play indoor soccer, and then in the spring, outdoor track and club soccer.
Where you go to play indoor soccer?
Chillicothe.
Okay.
Yeah.
The facility they have down there?
We play at Triple Crown, and we play at the Cavalier Center, and then at Ohio University, Chillicothe, we're playing futsal.
Oh, okay, good. And then come back in the spring with track, you say? Mm-hmm. All right. Now, you are a junior, right?
Yeah.
So you got 1 more year. You are kind of already set goals for yourself? Mm-hmm. All right. Live on ESPN, the Epifano Sports Network. I'm going to put you on the spot. We'll bring this back. Uh-oh. I don't know if I want to do this or not. What are you setting for maybe your goals this year?
I want to get 100 career goals, and so I have to score 31 goals next year.
Really?
Yeah.
So if you match at least close to what you did this year, you've already made it.
Yeah.
100 goals.
Yeah.
Has anyone else had 100 goals?
I don't know. I don't think so. And then
It's not even close. Okay. So she's going to be far and away.
The career goals record, I think, is only I want to say in the 20s.
It's in the 20s?
Maybe low 30s, yeah.
Really? Well, you've already shattered it. You can take next year off and still have the record. You know that?
yeah.
She said, no, I'm going for that 100 goals. All right, that's good enough. Well, congratulations. It's enjoyed to watch you guys play on the soccer field. Maybe we'll get to do a few more games next year and stuff like that. But congratulations, you were the star of the game against Miami Trace, okay? All right, Nora Morrison joined us here. We'll be back, and we will talk to her coach, Joe Webster, right after this. All right, with us now is Miami Trace girls soccer coach Joe Webster. Joe was with us just a couple weeks ago. Who was this?
Bell DeBruin.
Okay, Bell DeBruin. Okay, so he's had a couple awards that have been very successful for the girls team this year. Looking at your squad overall, 13 wins, 5 losses, tie. You got what, second round of the playoffs?
Yep.
So you did very well. What was Marietta?
Yeah. Actually, it was the third round. We had to buy the first round.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So the third round, and you lost to them. I think it was only like 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah, something like that. Tell us about the season overall. How do you feel things went for you?
It went pretty good. I think there was a few games we felt like we should have won and it just didn't go our way. But overall, I mean, it was the best season Miami Trace girls soccer has ever had, so pretty successful.
I know that Jackson has really been dominating the league as far as girls soccer the last couple of years. What's Chillicothe? Did they fall off a little bit this year? Or?
Yeah, they lost a whole bunch of players.
Okay, so it kind of helped you guys move up just a little bit while you finished, I think, what, third?
Yeah.
All right. Jackson and who was the other?
McLean.
McLean. Oh, that's right. And McLean had an outstanding season. I think that's probably their best and so forth.
Yeah.
When you go up against you look at, do you circle certain games that you want to win and stuff like that, or are you just like, okay, we'll just take them one at a time and we'll go from there?
Well, take it one game at a time, but there's definitely games that you want more.
You want more than others. I understand that. You talked a little bit about Belle. Tell us a little bit about Nora. She didn't even realize she's already set career record and she wants more. That's kind of good attitude to have.
It is.
Tell us a little bit about her play this year.
Nora's been great all season. She's been great the last several seasons. And what's good about her is she wasn't always that good. She put in a lot of work to get to the point where she's at now. 5 years ago, I don't think anybody would have believed that she's the leading goal scorer on the team.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Well, that's definitely a good compliment toward her and stuff like that. You look at your team for next year. I mean, you still got some graduates and stuff like that, but overall, you guys are still relatively young.
Yeah.
So during the off season, what are hopefully you're wanting the girls to work on as far as for next year?
I want them to just keep playing. As many of them playing as much as they can. The more they can be out there getting touches on the ball.
Do you have a lot of girls that play indoors soccer, or?
Yeah, so like we've got 10 that are playing futsal now.
Really?
We'll probably have about that or maybe a little more playing in indoor soccer. I think there's probably close to 10 playing spring soccer.
Wow, that's a lot. So that's a pretty good nucleus for your team and stuff like that, and hopefully that will be something that will pay off for next year. Well, we appreciate you coming up twice this last couple weeks to talk about your young ladies. Wish you guys the best of luck during the off season. What are you doing during the off season?
Coaching.
Well, that's right. You got your soccer teams. You got coach.
Yep.
No break, is there?
There's no break. It's year round. There is no off season.
No off season, but you love it. That's the main thing. All right, good enough. Joe Webster, the girls' varsity soccer coach for Miami Trace, join us. We will switch from girls' soccer back to football a little bit. We got a couple young fellas and a coach coming in, so stay tuned for that right here on the Epifano Sports Network.
Snack wraps back, oh yes it is. Oh yes it is. Crispy chicken doing a little biz. Lettuce, cheese, creamy rancho, spicy sauce too. All wrapped up just for you. Snack it, wrap it, love it, unwrap it. Crunching and munching, can't stop the tapping. Snack wrap back, it's the tasty attack.
All right, we're back here at the Star of the Game program. One of the young fellows that has multi-winners. In fact, he won 3 of the 4 games we broadcast this year. Of course, we're talking about Julian Baker. Won against Wilmington, which was a 15-9 win. Jackson, which is a 41-27 loss. And also beat Washington Courthouse 48-15. I want to do the stats here real quick. All right, if I got this total right, you carried the ball a total of 72 times. You rushed for about 500 plus yards. That's just these 3 games. You scored 7 touchdowns, and you rushed for another one. Dang, kid, you're pretty good.
Thank you.
What is it about Julian Baker that makes your efforts seem sometimes almost effortless?
Yeah, I work hard. every time I get in the weight room, you know, you got to be 100% in the weight room. So that will translate out to the field, and just be a dog and go out there every game and try my hardest and help my team the most I can.
Obviously, this year, you know, you switch quarterbacks. You got Barron, and we'll talk to him in a few minutes. Kind of a different style of offense. You know, he had Trey Robinette. Trey passed the ball maybe a little bit more than you're doing this year. Basically, I think Coach Williams said, Jillian, you're going to have to carry the ball 20 times, 25 times, and stuff like that. Obviously, you were able to handle that because of the load and stuff like that. Mentally, though, how did that affect you, preparing for games and stuff like that?
Yeah, well, before the season, Coach Williams did tell me, he told me that I'm going to be carrying the ball a lot. So I knew every time I got in the weight room before the season, I had to get in there and grind. So, and then before games, I just lock in. I know what's about to happen, about to run the ball. Everybody knows it's coming too, so I know they're going to be loading the box. So. But once I got the chance to hit the hole and go, I just went, try to get as many yards as I could. Obviously,
you have to. I mean, you know, you got your speed and stuff like that, but you got to give credit to the offensive line because those guys, they made some big holes for you. Yeah. I mean, you had a lot of touchdowns. I didn't get a chance to go through each up, but you probably had at least a half dozen or more of your touchdowns that probably were like 40, 50 yards or longer. Yeah. And, you know, especially against that Miami Courthouse game, second play I think you ran it for 70 yards.
I had like a big run in the beginning.
You know, and that kind of set the tempo, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you're not going to stop me, so, you know, get used to it, right? And you guys went ahead and won big. 268 yards in that contest. Again, 4 touchdowns. Did you set the single season record?
Yeah, I did. It was but it was a playoff game when I did it. But I still got it. So.
Okay, good. So now I guess the question is, I know you're playing basketball. Saw you play last night, leading scorer for the team. But going from football to basketball, what things do you have to try to, I guess, mentally get prepared for that adjustment a little bit?
Oh, yeah. There's different coaches, so I get used to the basketball coaches, and they make us work hard, so I get ready for that. And running, got to get ready and get more condition. Basketball is different.
Yeah.
You're running back and forth the whole game. And I'm the defender, so I always usually guard their best player, so it's hard for me because I'll get tired if I'm not conditioned.
Yeah. Like I said, Hallen put you guys to a work last night, 26 points and stuff like that. And it wasn't like he didn't have his hands in his face and everything. He would always be able to get a bucket and stuff like that. Now that you have a chance to have a couple games under your belt for basketball and stuff like that, have you learned how to maybe not be as aggressive? Because I know you're running the ball, you're going to be hitting that hole and stuff like that. Do you have to go a little bit harder than you do defending or not?
Basketball, I stay aggressive too, because if you're not aggressive, then they'll make their job, whoever you're guarding, easier. So more aggressive, harder it'll be for them. So I just stay aggressive, but it's not fouling. I don't try to foul.
No.
Play great defense.
Okay, I think you only had maybe 1-2 fouls last night, so that's pretty good. Schedule's been toughened up a little bit for basketball. Coach Ben says, I want more tougher opponents. You guys got some tough games coming up in the future. You guys are back in the McDonald's tournament again, so we'll get a chance to see you play in a couple games there as well. Spring sports, track?
Yep, I'm doing track.
And you'll be, in the sprints or what?
Yeah, I'll probably be doing like 4x100 and stuff.
Okay, and then do you get a chance to take a breather or you go right back into football?
I'll just probably just be in the weight room, and then Mason Kaufman, he does his speed training. I'll do it with him.
Oh, okay. Gavin, okay. Yeah, he's been working on that, so that's good. All right, well, congratulations. 3-time winner, which is quite an accomplishment for any young man. And we wish you the best basketball. We'll probably see you during the McDonald's tournament and throughout the season, okay?
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. Jillian Baker is with us right now, and we'll talk to Barron Phipps right after this here on the Epifano Sports Network. All right, we're back here with another Star of the Game program. We're talking to Baron Phipps right now. Baron, of course, was a quarterback for the football team. He was picked as a Star of the Game against Chillicothe, which the team won 35-21. End up tied for 6th in passing this year with almost 600 yards. Rushed for, let me see here, 3 touchdowns, threw for 7. I guess my question has to be, you kind of know what you're going to do in offense, right?
Yep.
Hand the ball to Jillian.
Yep, 100%.
Where do you come involved in that? Is it just simple hands off, or do you block in front of him, or what's?
Well, we run an option play a lot of the time, and it's either I can give it, I can pull it, or I can pitch it to Cooper Enix, number 6 on our football team.
Yeah.
And Julian's a great player to have, because like you can just give it to him, and you know he's going to do something with it. He's one of the best running backs I've ever played with. He probably is the best, and yeah, he's just great to have on the team.
When you look at your team this year overall, you guys were starting out so well, and then that stupid Jackson game, and I won't talk about that, but that was one of those games where, the fans are like, well, I better change the subject a little bit. It was one of those games that you guys played well, just unfortunately not well enough.
Yeah, they're a great team. I mean, we played well, we just could never finish. We were there with them, we just never got the job done.
And then turn around, you guys played them in the playoffs, and they beat you basically on the last play of the game.
Yeah.
Because you guys could have had them there.
Yeah, we had them both times. It's just, you got to figure out how to win. Just got to have that will to win.
Well, hopefully next year that will turn out to be in favor of you guys.
Yep.
As we mentioned, you play basketball as well.
Yes.
First year at Trace. You was at Clinton Massey? Mm-hmm. Okay. So how's the style, how have you gotten used to the style of Coach Ackley so far?
It's very serious. He's a great coach. He knows what he's doing, and we're going to win a lot of games this year. We've already beat some great teams. I feel really good about it. We got a chance at state, so.
Yeah, I'm going to say, you guys are coming off I was 22-0, I think, last year, and you lost, I think, in the regionals. So, yeah, if you don't get at least 20 wins this year, I'm not putting pressure on you guys, but you've got a good build-up. Mm-hmm. And last night, you guys beat Hillsborough by 13, I think, at 15. And your tall guy, Mr. Guthrie, didn't even play half the game because he got in foul trouble. And I think that's an advantage to your team because that gives your other guys, along with Ty Huffman, an opportunity to show their stuff as well.
Yeah, our team's got depth. So if Adam or Gage Bowers, they get in foul trouble, we got Evan Parsley, Ty Huffman, Connor Napier. We got kids stepping up, and we can all play together. We know how to play together. We just make plays.
Jillian talked a little bit like you guys have to do a lot of running and stuff like basketball. Is that the thing you're finding out that you switched from the football to the basketball field?
Conditioning in basketball and football is very different. Basketball, we do run a lot, and that's what makes a team good. You got to be in shape to play. So, I mean, whatever it takes,
Are you going to be playing any spring sports?
I do plan on playing baseball. I've always played.
Okay.
I didn't play last year, just injuries and stuff, but I do plan on playing.
Well, you'll get a chance to play under another good coach, Coach Smith, in the
Yep,
baseball, and you guys will do good as well there. So, well, Baron, congratulations. Start the game again against Chillicothe. We'll see you guys on the basketball court throughout the year and wish you guys the best of luck.
Alrighty.
Okay, Baron Phillips with us here on our Start of the Game program. We'll talk to Coach Corey Dye right after this.
Snack wraps back, oh yes it is. Oh yes it is. Crispy chicken doing a little biz. Lettuce, cheese, creamy rancho, spicy sauce too. All wrapped up just for you. Snack it, wrap it, love it, unwrap it, crunching and munching. Can't stop the tapping. Snack wrap back, it's the tasty attack.
Filling in for Coach Williams today is the defense coordinator for the Miami Trace Panthers, Coach Corey Dye. This was a year that you had to make your own adjustment as well. You went from head coach from Courthouse down to Paint Valley, and then after a couple of years ago, you wanted to get a little bit closer to home and stuff,
Yep.
and you got the opportunity to go on Coach Williams' staff. What was the adjustment you had to make personally?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, trying to get the right staff together. I mean, obviously, Jerry had staff members already there, but bringing in Johnny Enix back on staff
Oh, okay, good.
was absolutely huge. It took some, some bribing because he was coaching for Jamestown.
That's right.
And, that's a really good program, and he really loved the job there. And trying to get him to switch was hard, but I'm glad he did because he made a huge difference in bringing him on board.
Now, defensive coordinator, people will hear that title and say, oh, you just stand there and say, okay, you do this, and this. It don't work that way, does it? Tell us a little bit about what you had to do.
Being a defensive coordinator, I mean, you got to know every aspect of every position. Really, you got to put the kids in the right spot, and probably going back to the first question you asked me, one of the biggest challenges is I had to get to know the kids and get to know what their strengths were, what their weaknesses were, and I think the first thing we had to do is we had to put the kids in the right spot, and I think we were successful in doing that, and it's the reason why our team played as well as we did.
You guys got stronger as the season went on. Maybe sometimes the score didn't show it and stuff like that, but some of the stats and stuff looked very, very well. And, of course, you got that young man on the offensive side who can run the ball probably from anywhere on the football field and get you points and stuff like that.
Yep.
Did that take some pressure off the defensive unit sometimes when you got a running back such as Julian that can score from anywhere?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, whenever you can run the football, you're going to sustain long drives. And when you sustain long drives, you keep the clock moving.
Right.
And keep the defense off the field, which is always the goal. But yeah, I mean, having a special athlete like Julian is definitely a blessing.
When I know you still have ties with Paint Valley, your daughter's senior and stuff like that, basketball season, they've picked up a couple wins and stuff like that, so that's good for them. Trying to be a parent with a child in one school district and coaching in another school district, how much of you do a lot of traveling, don't you?
Yeah. My wife and I, we conquer and divide. I mean, I've got one that's in college. She's playing college sport too.
That's right.
So there's a lot of where I go to one game or she'll go to the other. It is difficult, but it's so rewarding to watch my daughters play the sport that they love.
Yeah.
So.
Being a parent, man, it's just
it is.
It's a different world. But when it's all said and done, you got that pride and stuff like that. And as a coach, you try to show that to your young sons that you got on the football team.
Yes. Oh, 100%. I mean,
you got two daughters. It's nice to have a whole group of sons to have coach.
Well, Karis, the biggest challenge was she's playing volleyball at Paint Valley, and I was coaching at Miami Trace. So there was a lot of, as soon as practice was over, I jumped in the Jeep and I headed south to wherever her game was and got there in the nick of time. But I didn't miss too many games, and Jerry was definitely he allowed me to be able to do that, and which is really important, to be there for my daughter for her senior year.
When you look now at the off season, what are some of the things you personally want to work on, and also your defensive unit?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, strength. The kids that aren't playing sports, making sure that they're getting in the weight room and getting stronger, and because we've got a few holes that we've got to fill. We had quite a few kids graduate, and then just getting out in the hallways and recruiting kids, getting kids back out, or making sure they're okay with their grades, and checking on them, and making sure that we go and support them in the different sports that they're competing in, wrestling and basketball. That's important to be there. But yeah, that's really the big focus during the off season, is really just supporting and really just trying to improve for next season.
I think people don't sometimes realize, you coached at Courthouse, you played and you coached multi-sports, Paint Valley, same scenario, now Trace. You have to share athletes And that's sometimes they're conflicted a little bit because, well, Coach, I really need to kind of, and you got to have a little understanding, but you also like, I know, but I still need you to concentrate on this sport right now.
Yeah, I think when kids specialize, I think it's a mistake. I highly encourage kids to play multiple sports. I myself was a multiple sport athlete.
Right.
I think you need that break from that sport that you love. And, you know, get involved in what I like to call secondary sports. It's important to have that change because, in all honesty, competition is competition no matter what.
Right.
And just staying out there and keeping that competitive edge and playing the sports, you know, I think it's essential in growth, and it's really important for athletes to, you know, we try to really encourage them to do. And I think at Miami Trace we do a really good job of that, and of encouraging kids to do both or do multiple sports. So we're very blessed there.
Well, this young man, I used to do his ball games. I've worked with him as a coach. So I've had a long association with Corey.
Yep.
And I didn't even recognize him when he was sitting out there. The glasses gave it away, bud.
Yeah.
But anyway, glad you was able to come in and fill in for Coach Williams today. And
I am too.
glad that you've got a chance. Glad that the girls are doing well and stuff like that. We'll keep an eye on how they're doing as college and also the high school level.
All right.
And look forward to future endeavors with you with the football program, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Randy. Thanks for having me.
Okay, Corey Dye, the defensive coordinator for Miami Trace. We're going to talk boys soccer and then wrap things up. So stay with us here on the Star of the Game program at the Epifano McDonald's in Jeffersonville. All right, we're back with now our final star of the game, Ian Rayburn, who is on the boys soccer team. He was selected from their tournament game against Athens, right?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
October the 4th.
Sheridan.
Sheraton, was it Sheraton?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, I wrote the wrong name down. But anyway, Sheraton. And you had a little excitement in that game, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a lot of feelings up and down, yep.
Scored the winning goal in overtime.
Yes, sir.
I think I got marked here 5:52 in OT.
Mm-hmm, yep.
I like to keep my facts straight.
Anytime you can beat Sheridan.
Yeah.
Nick used to beat New Lexington. They did not like Sheraton.
Okay.
So anybody, that's their big rival.
And my wife is from Sheridan.
Oh,
wow.
Well, and there's always a lot of arguments about that, but we won't go there. But yeah, you guys finished 9-7-2, and that's another good season. Tell us about you personally, though. What kind of season you had?
Honestly, we had a lot of new guys come up, so it was fun getting to meet those new guys and go to practice with them and have memories with them. And then we had a really good season, which was amazing because the last 3 years it's not been the greatest season, but getting to come up with those new guys and win more games than we have has been pretty good, making memories.
I look at the schedule. You guys were 5-2-1 in the league, so that means you had 5 non-conference games that unfortunately you lost. Mm-hmm. But sometimes those are games that you can learn from, hopefully to build upon. Of course, you're a senior, so you're not going to be able to help the team build upon it unless you come in as a guest or something. But the main thing I'm trying to say is you've got a lot of kids that are still going to be coming back. Landon Burns, I believe, is back next year.
He's a senior with me.
Oh, he's a senior too.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got him down as a junior. Goes to show you how much I know. But he got an All-Ohio honor.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
It's amazing.
Why didn't you get one? You deserved it.
Thank you, Randy. I couldn't tell you, honestly.
Well, I mean, I look at your stats and stuff like here, and I'm thinking, this kid should have been all how to. But anyway.
Thank you.
And he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, I've been doing this now for a long time. Let's just put it that way. When I know Coach died from when he played, that shows you how old I am. But anyway, I've seen a lot of good players through the years and stuff like that. You're one of the best I've seen play as far as boys soccer is concerned. What makes you special? I mean, you can kind of brag on yourself here for a second, okay? What makes you special?
Honestly, ever since I just always wanted to get better. I've been playing club probably since I was about 4. I just started playing club, and then on the off season, I go play indoor. Keep touches on the ball so I don't get rusty and knock it off. Just keep playing, and then I also one year when I was 12, I did ODP. That was the best of the best Ohio soccer athletes, which that really helped me shape me into a better soccer player, playing with some elite levels. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looking at college?
Yes, I'd love to continue to play college somewhere, college ball.
Haven't really decided where you want to go yet?
No, I'd like to try and keep it close,
Okay.
Yep.
There's a lot of area colleges and stuff, I'm sure. How's your grades?
Good. They're doing pretty good. A's. All A's, actually.
Well, I think you have maybe the good foundation there to do pretty good, stuff like that. So that's well. Now, obviously, you're going to continue to play soccer during the off season, right?
Yes, sir.
You don't play any other sports, do you?
I did play basketball, but I quit my junior year so I could focus on soccer, especially my last 2 years of high school,
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah, but I'm doing indoor right now.
You look at your team and stuff like that, as I mentioned before. You had Burns, you got Montgomery played on your team. Your coach, Josh, had a really good nucleus of upperclassmen, but as you mentioned, younger guys as well. And that's what you want. If you're a senior, you want to say, okay, we did our job. Now we're going to hand it off to the underclassmen. And hopefully you guys will continue to produce and stuff like that. If you had some words that you would like to share to your underclassmen, what would they be?
Honestly, I know these upperclassmen, they're going to be great 3 years, upcoming years together. And they helped us older guys out a lot too, so I'm not worried about them. I know they're going to do great, and honestly, I can see them winning the league the next couple years. They're a great group of guys. I had fun with them. One of my best high school years with them.
Good.
They're amazing guys, so they'll do great.
Well, that's good. You can say that your high school career is some of the best years you've had. That's a credit to the team and to you.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad you got to be able to be on the right Saturday so that we can talk to you, okay? So, Ian, congratulations. You started the game against Sheraton in the playoffs.
Thank
the
you.
winning goal in overtime.
Thank you.
That's the best way to do it, all right? And Nick says thank you for beating Sheraton. Stick it to you there, okay?
I didn't say that.
I said it, all right? Karen, if you're listening, I didn't talk about your team. I mean, Nick didn't talk about your team, I did. But you still got to love me, all right? All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk to Ian's head coach, Josh Torkelman, right after this here on the Star of the Game program. Our final guest for our Start of the Game program for Miami Trace is Josh Torkelman, who is the boys varsity coach. How long have you been coaching boys now?
This was the 11th year.
Well,
Miami
Nick says, well, you've done this before, but you have done this before.
Yeah,
You've been on
16 seasons at Southern State Community College.
That's right.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of forgets that you were a college coach as well. How's that helped? I know it's your 11th year right now, but how had that coaching experience in college? I know it's community college, but still, college is college as far as I'm concerned. How did that help you when you made the transition to high school? Well, I actually stumped him.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. The same game, different levels. The players, it was very similar. I think you have maybe more. You have more talent at the college level. You've recruited those guys, so you've taken the best area high school players that you could find. And so the guys are just a little younger. But at the high school, what's so difficult is being involved in all your feeder system and building the program. Because so now you're getting the youth players involved, and you're creating soccer camps, and you just trying to have as many kids playing soccer as you can. So, I mean, the greatest teacher of the game is playing the game.
Right.
So you just got to provide opportunities, and so we're looking to bring as many opportunities to Fayette County. So we formed like the Big Cat Soccer Club, and I get involved with helping at the YMCA and doing soccer camps there, and just beef up the Miami Trace soccer camps that we offer. So,
I know that the last couple of years that when we've been on the air and stuff, talked to you and stuff, your junior high program has slowly started to build where you can have a good feeder system into the varsity level, and that's what you're looking for, right?
Yep. Yes, sir. So one of the things we did very soon after I arrived at Miami Trace, the junior high program became a school-sponsored team. So it was considered a club team.
Right.
And so by making it a school team, now the kids have school bus transportation to their games. The school owns the uniforms, so the families don't have to buy the uniforms.
Oh.
They don't have to pass the hat around and take up collection to pay referees. We're paying for the referees.
Oh, okay.
And so that's the advantages. But when you make it a school program, then they can't play their travel soccer in the fall.
Okay.
So they're traveling, and they're driving somewhere to a club where everybody's really serious about soccer. So it's kind of a step down from the club level, but we throw our support behind that middle school team by making it a school team, and then after a few seasons we would have 30-some kids out for soccer, so then we were able to split boy team, girl team. And now that's a little bit of a challenge. You still have like 30 kids out, so if you have 15 for each squad, then you're great. You got 11 on the field and 4 subs, but so sometimes we might have 18 boys and 12 girls, and so we got to hit the hallways and recruit some kids and keep the numbers up, but that turns into a huge feeder for the high school programs.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, good.
So
Tell us about your season, how overall things went.
got my papers here.
I just say
So anyways, we were 9-7-1, or I'm sorry, 9-7-2, which we did a little research, got the entire history of Miami Trace soccer to 37 years, and we've only had 8 winning seasons in 37 years.
Wow.
So we talk about the mark that the kids left on the program, the senior class that's leaving, and we get to tell them, hey, you guys are one of only 8 teams that had a winning season. And and then we looked at goals for, goals against, number of shutouts, and we figured that we're ranked the 3rd best defense that our school's ever had, because we had second highest shutouts in a season and only allowed the 3rd fewest goals in a season. So it's pretty impressive that 37 teams came before you and you're the 3rd best defense in school history and only one of 8 winning teams in school history.
That's quite an accomplishment. You guys had 4 sectional championships. I'm looking at your record. The last 4 years, you've won 1 game more than the year before.
Yeah.
You had a winning season this year at 9-7-2. So, things are making improvement. And you got young man like Ian Rayburn that has been very, very key, along with some of the other players as well.
Yeah, Ian, he was the top goal scorer in the FAC. And, you know, they've got a pretty impressive website right
Yes.
now, the FAC does. And there he is with 15 goals, you know, him and one of the Jackson guys tops in the FAC in goal scoring. And you factor in add assists into that, and he's number 2 points guy in the whole FAC. It's very impressive.
Yeah, that's where I gleaned a lot of my information from, the website.
Yeah.
Once I get talking, I forget, what was I supposed to do? I can't read my writing sometimes, but anyway, so I'm glad you brought that up. So yeah, folks, hopefully encourage them to check out that FAC website, because it covers all the sports and stuff. But if you want to go back and say, well, you know, this girl did well or this guy did well and stuff like that, to get a chance to see how they played. Now, during the off season, how's things going to be shaping up for you?
Well, we have a few kids playing what they call futsal at OU Chillicothe campus. And so we got the indoor soccer on a basketball court is what that is.
Oh, okay.
So you got to have really good skills to keep the ball in play. You know, in indoor soccer, you can play the ball off the wall. It's never really out of bounds.
Okay.
So it's fast-paced. And this is also very fast-paced because you're on a basketball court. But so we got some guys doing that, which is good for them. And then, you know, other than that, we have a lot of kids doing winter sports right now. And then I'm sure we'll have a lot doing spring sports. So, but we'll try to offer some opportunities to get into the weight room. And then we've got the indoor soccer going. And then in the springtime and the summer, we'll set up, there's a lot of high schools will have previews and shootouts and, you know, summer tournaments. So we're going to be hitting those up. We are replacing 6 starters. So we got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
And getting the new guys in those spots, and then training up the incoming freshmen.
All right. Well, wish you guys the best of luck. Enjoy the off season. You're not going to try to play soccer today or anything, are you?
No.
I was going to say, I'm looking out the window there, and it's starting to snow. So who knows what 6 hours is going to bring? But anyway, thanks for coming. We always appreciate talking to you.
Thank you guys for doing this. Thanks for taking care of our kids. We appreciate the coverage.
And we enjoy it as well. And we'll try to get maybe a couple more games on next year. We at least got one. So, you know, I always think if I can get at least one game on, at least give the kids a little exposure and stuff, that's worth it. So we'll go from there. So, Josh, thanks for joining us, buddy. Appreciate it. We'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll wrap it up right here, right after this.
Snack Wrap's back, oh yes it is. Oh yes it is. Crispy chicken doing a little biz. Lettuce, cheese, creamy rancho, spicy sauce too. All wrapped up just for you. Snack it, wrap it, love it, unwrap it, crunching and munching. Can't stop the tapping. Snack Wrap's back, it's the tasty attack.
Well, the snow's starting to come down. I said I'd have everybody out of here by noon. I worked. Miracles? No. It's just good timing. Is that it? I don't know. Anyway, we are so glad to all the young people and the coaches that did come up today. I know that a lot of them had some other commitments, but I would say probably 80%, 85% of the kids were here today. Yeah. So we're happy with that. And we appreciate that. All the sports got representative. All the coaches were here, so that's good as well. So that's going to wrap it up for the fall sports season officially. We got winter sports, of course, now that's already underway. Don't forget, we have already picked 4 young people for Star of the Games for basketball so far, 2 girls and 2 boys. We'll have Greenfield and Courthouse on Tuesday night. Next Saturday night, we have girls basketball. Miami Trace will play host to Courthouse in girls basketball. And then the following week, we got the Epifano McDonald's holiday tournament on Friday the 26th, Saturday the 27th, Monday the 29th, and Tuesday the 30th. Reserve and varsity, boys and girls. We'll do the schedule and stuff on Nick's website and Facebook page as we get closer to the Christmas season. But exciting basketball is in store for us. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks to Nick for having us up once again today. And we hope you enjoyed the program as well. And be careful out there if you're on the roads, byways, and highways. I know we do have wrestling teams that are traveling today. So hopefully everybody will get home safely. But until the next time we meet here at McDonald's, thank you so much. We don't get to see you before the holidays. Have a Merry Christmas. And we'll see you the next time we're all on the air here on the Epifano Sports Network. I'm Randy Young. Thanks for joining us.